Saludos mi gente, te habla Papi Records y quiero darte las gracias por seguir en nuestra plataforma Onda Urbana USA. Gracias por suscribirte, gracias por darle like, gracias por darnos tu apoyo. Recuerda que esta es tu plataforma de apoyo local en Indianapolis, Chicago y los alrededores. Ya ustedes saben mi gente, quiero invitarte a que vayas a mi otro canal de YouTube, Papi Records Oficial, para que escuchen mi música y vean mis videos oficiales. Pero sin más preámbulo, hoy tenemos una invitada, como siempre, muy especial. Para mí es una persona de la que podemos aprender mucho, es una maestra en todo lo que hace, tiene mi respeto y por eso la invité a nuestro programa. Así que, damas y caballeros, con nosotros, Bárbara Ochoa. Ay, Bárbara, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien.
Qué bueno.
¿Y tú?
Muy bien, gracias. Let me explain a little bit. Para la gente que no sabe, Bárbara Ochoa, nuestra entrevista de hoy va a ser mitad inglés, mitad español. Ella sabe un poquito de español, vamos a hablar un poquito de eso más tarde.
Más o menos.
Yeah. Pero primero, we're going to speak in English a little bit because I want to know more about the person. So, let's start with this. Bárbara.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You know, we're friends. For that people they don't know, for my audience, I know Barbara because, like I say before in Spanish, for me, she's like the type of person you can see like a t-shirt. She's like a person you're definitely gonna learn hanging with her or just with her because she's a Bible in the music area and probably in another stuff, but we're gonna speak about music today, Barbara. I wanna know, obviously, your real name and where are you from?
My name is Bárbara Ochoa.
Yes.
Se nació en Danville, Illinois.
Eres nacida de en Denver, Illinois. Okay.
Y salir allá a Universidad de Illinois State University primero. Y después Columbia College en Chicago para final.
Ok, ¿y cómo llegas aquí a Indianapolis?
Viví en Chicago 16 años y después Los Ángeles para 9 años. Y cuando la economía perdí en 2009,
2009, cuando la economía cayó un poco en el 2009.
Yo viajo al norte a San Francisco para 10 años y regreso aquí.
¿A Indy o a Chicago?
A Indianapolis porque pandémica llega y no tengo más trabajar.
No tiene
en California, todas las cosas cerradas.
No tenías, cuando llegó la pandemia, pues no tenías más trabajo allá, tuviste que venir para acá.
Sí, para hacer con mi padre. Él fue muy viejo y enfermo.
Estaba ya mayor y enfermito. Falleció, sigue vivo. Él falleció y pasó away.
Yeah, en 2000, septiembre de 2020.
En el 2020.
Yeah.
Mi sentido pésame para ti. Okay. Y una pregunta, one question.
Okay.
All that time you started, how you discovered, because I know we're going a little faster, but it's because your history is too long. We're going to need a couple episodes. Yeah. Like to keep knowing all your history, because I know, like I said, we can learn a lot because you was after some stuff here in Indianapolis and before and now you see is different. So what I'm talking about, you know, in Indianapolis, for example, music industry or music business or music circle here was a little short and different. Now it's another thing, especially after pandemic, because remember, I know you can move on both worlds. You can work with American people because definitely you're American, but you like to hang out with Spanish people too, because I know you got that. Why you got Ochoa from your father?
Yes.
Where he from?
Él se nació en una puebla Zitácuaro en el estado de Michoacán, en México.
So your father was Mexican.
Yes.
Okay, para que esa gente ya saben, tenemos aquí en mitad paisa, and your mother?
She's from New Jersey.
She's American from New Jersey, ya ustedes saben, mi gente, so don't get surprised. That's why you got that
Alta, muy alta.
Spanish blood on you. And people can feel it, because if you see Barbara show, she got that Spanish thing, and you say, but you American or she's Spanish? No, she's both.
No soy ni de allá ni de aquí.
Tú eres de los dos. You both. You got both. So, Barbara, when you discover you love music, you love production, because Barbara is not only she's not only a singer. She more than that. I know you went to the engineer school, so she can do production. For the people they don't know, sound engineer is the people behind the control in a production, in a music production. Is the person record the voices, mix the voices, mastering. So like me, I do that too. So let me explain a little bit in Spanish. Bueno, lo que estamos hablando un poquito acá es de que el papá de Bárbara, pues él es mitad mexicano, fue mitad mexicano, y su mamá fue mitad de New Jersey. So ella es de los dos lados. Entonces, Bárbara no es solamente una cantante, como muchos también pueden verla por ahí. Ella sabe de ingeniería de sonido, sabe de producción, que es lo que pasa detrás de los controles cuando una persona pues está grabando su música. Ella se encarga de grabar voces, mezclar las voces, masterizar y todo ese tipo de producción en un estudio de grabación. Pero mi pregunta que le voy a hacer ahora es cómo ella descubre que ama la música y en qué momento ella decide irse por la música. So, when you discover you love music and when you decide, go for that.
Well, I started singing when I was a teenager, just kind of driving around with my friends in the car, you know, smoking and drinking beer and doing things that
fun.
Minors shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Anyway, that was back in the 80s where they had the hair bands, and we would go around and just jam and sing. And one day my friend Tammy, who I still know to this day, she's like, "Dang girl, you sound good." So then I got to college and I met my first roommate in college, and she wanted to be a little music manager. That was her thing. And I was like 18 at the time, maybe 17, 18. And she was 20, and we were roommates about the size of this room here. We lived in that room, and she wanted to be a music manager and go to live in New York and work for Warner Brothers Records. That was her thing. And she just heard me singing along to records. So she was like, "Wow, you're really good."
Harder, not everybody can learn engineer. You can go to the college to learn production. You need to have a friend in the studio to learn with that person, and then started to create your own reputation. I think it was a little more hard. So I'm asking, you think it was more harder than now? Because I know you can talk about it because you got that experience from the 80s, to say it like that, and now you see the revolution of the social media, especially in the music.
Well, it was a different industry back then. I wanted to get into production and engineering because I didn't want to be the stupid girl that didn't know what was happening back there.
Right.
And I wanted control of what was happening, and I wanted to know what was going on. And I bought myself into a pretty big recording studio as a partner, and that's how I started that. But after only a year or two of engineering and stuff, I started realizing that I had a lot more talent than the people I was recording, and people kept just kind of pushing me, go back out on stage, go back and sing, go back and sing.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, when I was recording, there was 2-inch tape. I don't even know if you know what 2-inch tape is with the reels.
I never worked on that before, you know.
Yeah, it's old school.
But I know what it is.
It's old school. But was it harder then? I think it's always been hard, but you didn't have as many options. You had to be part of certain cliques. You had to do certain things to get access to success.
Yes.
A lot of times women had to do things that they don't want to do, which I refused to do.
Yeah.
That's what made it even harder because I refused. But I found my way into a recording studio. I started making records, and I kept making records, and that took me to Germany for a little while. And I did my first CD there.
Oh, yeah. How many songs?
That first CD was 12 songs.
Oh, yeah.
And then a producer in LA brought me out to LA to produce a second CD.
Okay.
So was it harder? That's the question.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I first started putting out CDs, the internet just started. This was when the internet just started, and there was MySpace. I don't know if you remember MySpace.
Yeah, I remember MySpace.
But I was like the queen of MySpace.
Oh yeah, I think I started a little late with social media, to be honest, because I remember MySpace, but I was like, that's not for me. I never used MySpace to promote my music, and that was a mistake.
But I was one of the pioneers of people that took the indie scene and the indie radio scene. I was one of those first people to like trailblaze that part of the business.
Yeah.
And being one of the first people in, you get the domains, you get in there, and I did very well. I did very well as a recording
artist. What I'm saying. I'm started too late because in the moment I don't get the vision that thing gonna have that boom they have now, because we started on MySpace, but now we on TikTok.
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp.
There's so many of them.
I don't remember this music platform. You post music for free.
Reverb Nation?
No. A lot of artists, they hit through that platform. I don't really remember right now, but probably later I'm going to remember. I'm going to let you know. But let me explain a little bit in Spanish about what we're talking about. Okay. So, yo le pregunté que cuando ella decidió irse por la música, cuando ella descubrió que le gustaba la música. Ella era una teenager, como algunos 17, 18 años cuando empezó, y estaba jangueando en el carro con unas amigas, ya ustedes saben, pasándola bien, unos traguitos, unas cositas, ustedes saben, cosas de chicos. Y metiéndose en buenos problemas, no en malos problemas, pero una amiga descubrió que ella era muy talentosa y empezó a decirle lo bien que se escuchaba, y le empezó a echar para adelante, de que sí, de que tú tienes mucho talento, tú te escuchas bien, so échale ganas. Luego ya se vio envuelta, pero what you say you went to the school for first?
I went for international business because I was fascinated with foreign languages.
Ajá, ella fue al International Business. Ella estaba estudiando eso porque estaba interesada en aprender varios idiomas. Entonces, sus padres como que no le encajaba lo de la música con lo del business y los idiomas, porque ella tenía amistades que la empujaban a eso, hasta que ella empezó a aprender más y a estudiar del music business y la producción detrás, porque ella no quería ser la chica tonta que no sabía qué pasaba detrás de los controles. She wanted to know what is going on, why you press that button, why you put the voice like that. So ella quería aprender de producción, and that was really good, because some artists today, they just want to record their voices and get the money. And that's cool, me too, but sometimes the more you learn, more far you get.
I think if you're going to be in a trade or in something, you should know everything about it.
Right. But it's hard. Not everybody got that mind, to be honest.
That's
Believe
true.
me, I work with artists too, and it's mine. It depends what you really want. I do production, I do videos and all this stuff because I really like it. And I'm like you, I need to know not everything, but the basic, because I know I can do everything. You know, I gotta decide or this or this or this. Mm-hmm. So, but we're not here to talk about me. We're talking about you.
I'm talking about you.
So yeah, it was hard. Ella sacó un álbum de 12 canciones. You make an album with 12 songs, right?
That was my first one. The
Okay.
second one had 15 songs, and then the third time I did a release, it was 2 EPs, and there were 7 songs each.
Okay, después ella sacó un segundo álbum con 15 canciones y luego sacó 2 EP. How many songs per EP?
7.
7 canciones per EP. So totally 2 production.
Well, before that, that's not exactly true. I had singles that were hitting in Europe before I started doing CDs. So my career started before that.
Oh my God. Vamos a necesitar un par de capítulos. We're gonna make a couple chapters to know about you. But it's okay because we can explain everything in one moment. So we're gonna know about you a little bit today, and I hope you come back again to talk about all the experience you can share with us here about whatever you want to talk. But
it's strange for me to talk about myself because I kind of put myself down to be a mentor and a teacher and to help people. And
I know
I really love the way it feels when people feel success, like they've done a really good job. Either whether it's my coach, my voice instructor, my coaching, my mentoring, my teaching people music business, and the best student I got. So, you know.
We're gonna speak about. Ella tiene mucho que decir porque ella es mentora. Ella tuvo que parar su carrera para ser mentora. Ella también es directora de banda. Ella enseña a chicos a tocar instrumentos. También ella enseña a personas a cantar y a descubrir su verdadero tono. Because some people think they really singing, right? But when they go into the teacher, like a person like you, maybe they discover that's not the pitch they're supposed to sing, and it's not here, it's here. So you help people to find that too, right? But let's go back a little more back when we was talking first. I don't want to confuse the people because I know you have too much. How many production? How many EPs? Because singles, they crazy to count singles. If you got because she got a lot of experience, a long trajectory in this music, so gonna be hard to discover.
Well, just to compartmentalize it, to make it compact, I released one when I started that when I was about 21. I had a CD released in Germany. It did okay. I had a second one released in Benelux, which is Luxembourg, Belgium, this group of countries in Northern Europe. That hit gold.
In English?
In English.
Oh, your song was in
English? Yes. No, it was in English. No, we did mixes in Spanish too.
Okay.
It was after that, college is when I started doing like CDs.
Okay.
And then I did 2 CDs and 2 EPs, and I retired from recording in 2012.
Okay.
That was about 11 years ago.
Joder, sorry. Eso fue aproximadamente hace 11 años atrás. Ella me explica que también cuando estaba ya, obviamente, trabajando en su música, porque esto no es fácil, tú tienes que venir haciendo un arrastre. Ya había hecho unos CDs en inglés, en español, ya había descubierto su talento, ya había aprendido un poco más de producción y justamente ella la empieza a pegar cuando el internet empieza a agarrar ese repunte que hoy pues ya todos conocemos lo que se convirtió. So you was telling me when internet started to be a boom is when you started to hit your music.
Yes, I released my first CD and I started getting traction on MySpace, and I got up to about 50,000 followers, which was a lot at that time.
On MySpace, para los que se acuerdan de MySpace.
At that time, that was a lot of like friends. This was before Facebook, but I was able to get my way into the first indie radio stations, like worldwide indie radio stations. And I had through both CDs, I had 2 #1 hits, all genres, worldwide. And then the other ones, some of them were like rap, hip hop #1, rock #1, or whatever. I have,
Let me say in Spanish. Ella, justamente con el MySpace y todo lo que ella venía trabajando, eso le ayudó mucho. Fue a hacer su fanbase, obvio, hasta el punto de que con toda esta revolución llegó a pegar varios hits en diferentes géneros alrededor del planeta. Básicamente, basically you was the one of the first artists here in Indianapolis locally hitting music like
I
that.
was in Los Angeles at that time.
Oh, but you was hitting the song here.
No, these were worldwide radio stations.
Oh, okay.
First internet radio stations before Reverb Nation and all that other stuff.
Okay, sorry. Eso fue en una estación de radio por internet que ella dio esos hits. Because it's obviously it's more easy. You can grab more people about internet. We know what it is, but in that moment was different.
Yeah, people didn't have like millions of hits. That was like new. That I mean, and I was getting that through lots of websites.
How you feel in that moment? Your music started. People started to consume, to hear your music, because that.
It was good and bad.
Why bad?
Because my music, I didn't use my name. I used a different name. Because my music was surrounded around a cause, and that cause was child abuse and domestic violence. And because I started getting so influential in that sphere, and I was on national television, yada yada yada, I started getting death threats and things from people who, you know, don't want an influential person out there fighting against trafficking and fighting against it. And it just got to the point where it got just to be too scary. Honestly, that's why I just stopped my recording career, because I didn't want to live in fear anymore.
Right.
But I did really well, and it's fine. It's fine. But now I can teach people.
Yeah, sí, porque ella me explica que antes era diferente, que ella tuvo que, justamente cuando su carrera básicamente estaba despegando, tuvo que darse una pausa. Obviamente antes era diferente ahora, porque, por ejemplo, antes tú sabes que habían productores pues que abusaban de su poder. Me imagino yo, ella pues más joven, guapa, inteligente, talentosa, iban a querer aprovecharse de eso, y ella agarró un poco de miedo en ese sentido y tuvo como que parar su carrera en ese momento, pero ha seguido hacia adelante un poquito bajo perfil, y también la llena enseñar personas. So you stopped your career, and what you started to do?
I just started working as a professional band leader and just working as a working singer.
But you never leave the music at all. You just stopped the singing.
I just stopped the recording, and I stopped that stage name and that, because I had a foundation too with that stage name, and I let it all go.
Okay.
Because of the danger. I felt in danger.
Yeah, ella paró, ella paró los performing en tarima, y paró las grabaciones porque ya no se sentía tan tranquila del abuso, básicamente de poder que había en esos momentos, cosas que ella no sabía, poderes que se mueven, la mano negra detrás de todo, y ella sintió como que debió de parar, tener una fundación también, que la cual usa para ayudar y enseñar personas. I'm sorry, you know, I gotta explain.
No, it's okay.
For that people don't know English, I gotta learn, I gotta teach, I gotta explain.
Pero que yo puedo, pero no puedo.
Oh, you can try. We can speak whatever. Don't worry about it.
I want to understand, and I want you to understand.
Okay, so keep telling us, please.
So I stopped. I did a foundation for a while, and I just stopped. One day I just woke up and I stopped it all. But the biggest joy I have now is when I like to help people find jobs. I like to help people find gigs and opportunity and realize their talent.
Of music.
Yes. The greatest feeling is when you call somebody and you got them a gig and it pays. Okay. And they're like, that's just, to me, that's the best feeling. Or when you're teaching somebody and they win a contest or they get the audition. Like, that's what fulfills me now. Not really focusing on me.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of a place in my life where I've done everything I want to do. I've traveled everywhere I wanted to go.
Right.
And it's time to give back. It's time to give back.
Right. I feel you. Technically, that's what I'm doing right here. I'm giving back a little bit. If you want to use the platform to promote your music or your talent, you're welcome to come. If you don't want to use it, I respect that. But I'm trying to give that little back because I do all I want to do. I'm going to keep working on my stuff. But at the end of the day, that's the most important thing when you do something for other person. It's more value than when you do it for yourself, because when you do it by yourself, okay, it's for you and that's it. But when you do it for somebody else, that makes you feel like a little better. And especially when people appreciate what you do for them, that makes you feel really, really good. For example, me. Let me explain a little bit in Spanish. And let me ask you a question. If somebody want to learn something, they can contact you in English and Spanish and asking you, hey, Barbara, I would like to learn more how to singing. I want to do gigs, or you can a type of manager or something.
No,
for that
I'm a
people they don't know?
consultant.
Okay.
I'm not a manager, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of
very
reasons for
very
that.
important, because some artists they just want a manager to go to sleep and leave the job to the
No,
manager. You know?
no,
Okay.
I've done that before, and it never.
Don't work. And you know, because
You
you're
need to
artist.
control your own career. You need to motivate yourself. You need to do it, because if they do it, believe me, they're going to take it from you.
Yes, yes. Let me explain a little bit in Spanish. So, ella, ahora que ella logró, you technically make your dream come true, because you do all you really want to do in your music career.
But I did it myself.
Right. And now you.
With a lot of help.
Okay.
But that's why I have to give the help back to the universe, because a lot of people helped me.
Okay. Ella logró básicamente sus sueños con mucha ayuda, y por eso ella quiere ayudar a más personas también, para que también las personas pues crezcan con los ojos abiertos en este negocio. Ella no es como una manager, ella es como una consultora. Que si usted la necesita, oye Bárbara, mira, necesito una consulta o que me enseñes, if you can teach me, be better on my talent, ella te puede ayudar a ser mejor en tu talento. Ella está devolviendo un poco de toda la ayuda que ella recibió, y ya que ella lo hizo para ella, ahora ella quiere darle un poquito para atrás, para devolverle esas bendiciones.
I did work as a music business consultant in Los Angeles, and I also have taught college level music business. But voice is what I do the most. For professionals, I do coaching, like in studio coaching. Let's do some in studio coaching.
I know.
And voice teaching.
Okay. Ella también, si por ejemplo ella sabe que tú tienes talento y ella tiene un gig o una presentación y ella considera que tú puedes encajar en ese lugar, ella te llama y te dice, oye, Papi Records, te tengo un jeep esta noche en esta discoteca y te van a pagar. Ella es así, ella te lo comparte sin egoísmo. You're not selfish, you share and you make people win too. Pero, como dije, ella no es manager, ella no se dedica literalmente a manejar a ningún artista, pero sí a consultar artistas si tiene alguna duda o pregunta, pues siempre cuando sea dentro del marco de respeto y considerando de su tiempo, because some people sometimes just make other people waste their time. I don't want to feel I'm wasting my time. Do you feel some artists make you waste their time sometimes?
I don't allow anybody to waste my time. If I don't feel like you're trying and you're listening, believe me, I can just walk away.
Okay. Very important. Si tú tratas de hacerla perder su tiempo, ella directamente, pues, como decimos nosotros, se quita. So, tell me about, because I know you got a group, but I want to know a little more about you. Okay. Barbara, the artist.
I don't talk too much about me anymore.
Because I bring her for that. Because I remember I got long time ago, hey, Barbara, you got to come to Onda Urbana first than everybody. Porque ella es una artista que tenemos acá que representa, pues, los hispanos, obviamente, por lo que ya sabemos. Bárbara Ochoa, su papá era de México, su mamá es de New Jersey, so ella representa a los dos. Y ella es una artista que lleva mucho tiempo trabajando aquí localmente. You know, this platform is more for local artists. Mm-hmm. That's why I got you here. You're supposed to be one of the first person to interview, not often for the rest, but, you know, for me, I think you can inspire a lot of people, to be honest, because you got the experience.
And but you have to be careful who you help. And this is just me saying this to you as a producer. You have to be careful who you help, because sometimes there's a saying, no good deed goes unpunished. And sometimes you help the wrong person and you're sorry for it. So you have to be careful.
Well, to be honest, already happens to me. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to help the wrong person, but the problem is in the moment you don't know it's the wrong person.
Right.
Because you do it from your heart.
You have to watch.
Right. So, but at the end, I put everything on God's hands, and I do it from my heart. If you fuck it up, that's your problem. Mm-hmm. You know, I try to do my best, and that's what it is. And I'm like you. If you try to waste my time, I'm just walk away.
But the thing I need to say is that there's talent, but if the talent does not match the motivation, the talent doesn't match the ambition.
Yeah.
If you can't organize your life to find time to learn the business and do it, it doesn't matter how good you are.
Right.
You have to, it's only like talent's just a small part of it. All the rest of it, knowing the business and being ambitious.
Right. Es lo que yo siempre le digo, chicos. It's not the first time. That exactly the same you say right now. I say it a couple times here in a couple videos. No es solamente el talento es solamente una pequeña parte del todo. Tienes que aprender del negocio para que puedas seguir creciendo, ¿entiendes? Because you can have the most talent, you can be the most pretty person, but that's not everything.
You have to have a head for business.
Tienes que tener cabeza para el negocio.
And you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice everything for this. If you want the life I had, you have to sacrifice everything for it.
Yeah.
Boyfriends, everything.
Yeah.
Everything you love. Do I regret it? Nope. Would I do it again?
That's what I sacrificed my 7 girlfriends just to keep working in my music. I'm joking. Yes, I joke. Please don't. Okay. So, no, that was a bad joke. I think I'm gonna sleep in the couch tonight.
She's okay. She's fine.
Right. So you think we gotta keep doing in Indianapolis to keep growing up this? Because I know you know a lot of artists here.
They're not gonna like the answer to that question.
Don't worry about it. Because sometimes we need to hear the truth, no matter how bad it is. That's the only way some people can grow up. If you're gonna be good, you're gonna be good. It's no matter if you like the truth or not. If you're gonna be bad, you're gonna be bad. It's no matter what. So, not everybody gonna make it.
Well, and what's your definition of make it?
Make your dream come true, be popular in the music, hear the people singing your song around the street.
Okay.
Make money doing what you like to do.
Okay.
I
think success is measured different ways.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm not as rich as Beyonce, but I've had a great life.
No, me too. I'm not the richest like Jay-Z, but I can't complain, to be honest, because it's about mentally. I know what you say. If you don't need to be popular to enjoy what you're doing, you don't need to be rich to enjoy what you're doing. It's
Well, there's people that throw together music just to try to get out there, and there's people that are serious artists, like that really care about the meaning of their music and have some depth. We've lost a lot of that in this generation. But I mean, I'm not saying there's not good music that comes out today.
No. It's not the same. I can tell.
Yeah.
If you wanna often get often. If you don't. But it's that true. The music people doing now, it's not the same than before. I don't wanna. Yes, the music before was better than now.
I'm not gonna say it was better.
Yeah, but was better. I'm gonna tell you. No.
There are some great artists today. There are.
Yes, but not like before. Before you got a lot of good artists, a lot of good bands.
No, it's just that the ones that aren't that good are the ones that are making it and are making the money and getting on the big record labels.
If I'm
ones that are
asking you,
not. But I'm not going to say there's bad music coming out today. It's not all bad music.
Yeah, it's a little bad sometimes, because you know what I'm saying? It's a little bad because when people around is complaining, it's because something is not good. For example,
well, you asked me about Indianapolis and what I thought Indianapolis.
Yes.
Well, they're not going to like this answer. But what I say all the time is, because I spent 20 years in California. Mm-hmm. The reason California is because all the musicians, they work together. They help each other. They get each other gigs. They find each other opportunities. They work as one unit. Here, this is this clique, this is this clique, this is this clique. The Hispanics have been very good about that. I'm not going to say the Hispanics have not embraced
it's everything, because
my efforts
it's too much
stuff.
Ego in this thing.
Well, it's a small pie and everybody wants a piece, but if they would stick together like they do in Nashville, maybe Indianapolis would be, a really substantial scene.
If we get together to cook a big pie, everybody's gonna have a big piece. But if you just create division to eat the pie for you, the rest gonna kill you to steal you the pie, and that's the problem.
But it's working for them now. So, but they're not gonna it's not gonna build the industry of this town to where it could be, because there's a lot of good people here. There's a lot of talent here.
Right. But it's like what you say, it's not only the talent. Let me repeat a little bit. Let me translate it. So, estamos hablando un poco de la industria localmente aquí en Indianápolis, de si se hacía mejor música antes o música ahora. Para mí la música de antes definitivamente es mejor. Ella no considera que la música de ahora es mala, pero diferente. Yo considero que la de antes era mejor por muchas razones, que la podemos hablar, déjamelo en el comentario si tú quieres y ya después entramos en detalle. Pero estamos hablando más de Indianápolis. Ella dice que California es California porque todos los artistas trabajan juntos para echar para adelante. Aquí en Indianápolis, lamentablemente, todos se están matando por un pequeño pie y no da para todos. Entonces, así no se progresa. Yo le digo que si todos nos juntamos para cocinar un pastel grande, todos vamos a tener un pedazo grande. Pero si solamente unos 2 o 3 tratan de llevarse lo poco que hay, los demás pues te van a tratar de mochar la cabeza por ese pedacillo. So, como dice ella, yo creo que en la unión está la fuerza y si trabajáramos más juntos, controlando los egos, yo creo que se pudiera hacer más. But let's talk about a little bit. We talk about you, a little bit about your beginning. You gotta come back because we gotta keep talking.
We could talk again.
Yes,
absolutely.
You gotta share more experience
with
us because we wanna keep learning, especially me.
Okay.
And in my audience, I know they're gonna love it. Okay. We talk about a little bit about the talent around here. We got a lot of talent here. Tenemos muchas personas talentosas aquí alrededor. Claro, tenemos que seguir aprendiendo del negocio, tenemos que seguir construyendo una industria real aquí en Indianapolis que nos favorezca a todos. You know, my vision is create a real industry here in Indianapolis for everybody. You know, it's not for me. It's not for you. Mm-hmm. It's for everybody because I do one type of music. You do other type of music, but at the end,
I love your type of music, by the way.
Thank you. I love yours.
I love reggaeton. I love bachata. I love reggaeton.
I know. That's what I'm saying before.
I love rap.
When you perform, people ask you like, she sounds gringa, but she looks Spanish. She got that fire in the blood. You know, especially when you got that music, when you start.
I always say this is my American half and this is my Latin half.
Your Spanish half. I think I know why. I think I know why. So, but let me ask you about the band. How many bands do you have, to be honest?
Right now?
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to slow down in life, but I've still got 3. I got a jazz group that performs all the time.
What's the name?
It's called OK Indie.
Okay.
It's an international jazz and pop band. I sing in 7 languages. So
stop. Let me explain that for the people that don't speak English.
Okay.
Yo le pregunto cuántas bandas ella tiene, porque ella tiene mucha información que compartir con nosotros, pero la tengo que ir por parte porque es mucho. So, yo le pregunto que cuántas bandas o grupos ella tiene ahora mismo. Ahora mismo ella tiene 3 grupos. Uno se llama OK Indie, que es una agrupación de jazz y ella canta en 7 idiomas. Mm-hmm. You perform in 7 different languages just on that jazz band?
I do like 4 different in this jazz band because I know Middle Eastern music, but it's not very popular here. So I can sing in Arabic, Farsi, Hebrew, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and French.
Wow. I'm asking you because some people, they know you por las estrellas. Mm-hmm. I know some people, they just think you do las estrellas.
Oh, okay.
And when I saw you the first time in Facebook, I see just you doing your.
Well, I used to be in corporate bands. In California, I was in big corporate bands. We did huge events, convention centers, concert halls, stadiums, all kinds of stuff. When I moved here, I just wanted to slow down and live in a smaller community and just kind of get more tranquila and just help people and mentor people. That's where I am in my life.
Right. And that's what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
So that's what she's doing. She's like, ella es como un mentor. Te puede dar una asesoría. Te puede ser coproductora o productora de cualquier proyecto musical que tú necesites. Si necesitas coaching en tu banda, ella te puede asesorar o ayudar con eso. Do you write songs?
I used to.
También, ella es escritora también, usualmente. I know you're so artistic. I can tell, but you know that's why I want my audience know a person like you. So esas chicas no sacrifiquen su integridad, hagan lo que disfruten hacer, sea lo que sea. No importa lo que sea bailar en el tubo, sea estar con quien quieran, mostrar lo que quieran, siempre y cuando sea su decisión propia. Ella le gusta ayudar a la mujer en especial porque en estos ambientes, como ya dijimos anteriormente, a veces hay muchos abusos, ya sea por ignorancia o cosas así, y ella pues quieren que, especialmente, obviamente ustedes saben que las mujeres siempre se apoyan mucho y eso es muy bueno, y ella pues quiere también tratar de educar un poco a las féminas que están en este negocio. Ahora es más fácil, pues las mujeres tienen más aceptación, pero del mundo donde ella empezó era un mundo más de hombres y ella tuvo que forjarse y aprenderle eso. Y pues obviamente ella cuando ayuda a una persona es para que no caiga en ese tipo de situaciones, porque pues para una mujer es más traumático y feo. Barbara, I don't want to finish. I know we can keep talking all day, all night here. And
I'll come back.
yeah, you need to. You got a promise on from the camera. You're gonna come back.
Regreso.
¿Me prometes que vas a volver?
Sí.
Okay. Well, Barbara, I want you to. I know you already do the motivation speech for my audience, but I want you to do another little motivation speech for my audience, and then your social media, how people can find you and follow you on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all social media you have. You have your YouTube channel. Or you want to express the camera de yours. Social media.
Yo soy Bárbara Ochoa en Facebook, Bárbara Ochoa. Bárbara Ochoa, INT International, INT Singer at Instagram. The last thing, I know I've said a lot, I've repeated myself a lot about do everything yourself. There's different ways to get to the same destination. When I was 18, I started as a professional model. So I was doing runway modeling, print modeling. I was traveling in New York. I was doing a lot of that. But that was a doorway into the music business. There's other doorways into music business: running sound, being backstage, being the second or backup singer in a group. You never know when you're going to run. What I'm trying to say is you never know when doing something subordinate is going to get you to where you want to go. So try to be creative. As long as you're around music and you know your stuff and you have talent and you can show it in front of people on the spot, in real time, right now, don't count out these side opportunities and things because they really do work. Does that make sense?
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Y para los que no lo entendieron, ella te dice que disfruta lo que tú haces, sé creativo. Ella empezó como modelo profesional, viajó, hizo muchas cosas, pero todo siempre fue apuntando a su música. O sea, que no importa, haga lo que tú hagas, mantente ahí, ya sea como un músico de background, como corista o detrás del stage, mantente ahí y en la oportunidad que tú tengas para mostrar lo que tú tienes, hazlo, porque tú no sabes en qué momento una posición de subordinada te puede arrastrar a la posición de jefe o de jefa o de la gran estrella que puede ser en el futuro siempre y cuando tú te lo propongas. Ahí yo le puse mi estilo, pero es lo que más o menos ya quiso decir. Así que nada, Bárbara, this is the end for hoy. Thanks for coming. I'm going to keep waiting here for you.
I'll come back.
Next time you can come back. I know you are a busy woman. I know you got stuff to do. And
everybody's busy.
I know, but I know you really are. So, but I really gonna appreciate if you come back with us. I know we're gonna.
Thank you. This was so fun.
It is, right?
And I had a deja vu. Like years ago, I saw myself sitting in this. I don't know. It's just bizarre. It really was a deja vu.
Oh yeah. Ella piensa que esto fue como un deja vu. Yo también pienso así. So
I did.
I'm gonna give you another deja vu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Muchas gracias para escucharlo.
Para todos los que nos ven, Indianapolis, Chicago, Kentucky, todos los alrededores, México,
besos,
Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, Honduras, El Salvador. We got people from different countries, and I know we're gonna keep growing up. Tenemos gente que nos ven de diferentes países, aparte de aquí en Indianapolis, vamos a seguir creciendo, así que denle like, apóyennos. Sigan a Bárbara en sus redes sociales, chequenla ahí, cualquier pregunta que tengan para ella, se pueden comunicar. Ella es una persona muy agradable, como la pueden ver. Y ella, si no te contesta en el momento, pero dale unos días que ella te va a contestar, porque ella también es una mujer muy ocupada. Así que como ya ustedes saben, mi gente, esto es todo por hoy. Te invito a que te metas en mi canal de YouTube, Papi Crecol Oficial. Checa mi nueva canción Adicta que acabo de sacar con mi carnalito Browns Boy. Saludo para él en Chicago.
The hat is from Martha Navarro.
Oh, un saludo para Marta Navarro. Mira, Marta, ahí una promoción de gratis para ti, de parte de Bárbara Ochoa, mi gente. Papi Crecol y su servidor en Onda Urbana, USA.
Es una bellaquita, si tengo bellaquera, ella me la es campeona. Ella es una campeona, me brinca en la cama como una leona. Su mente no razona, en la intimidad ella es otra persona.